Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to be making some cold process soap. So in this process, we'll be mixing in a lye solution along with some of our oils and some natural essential oils and different things like that. Here at Minty's Militia, we are going to be incorporating and adding new installments of different types of soaps and natural base products. Some of these are going to be vegan friendly options as well, and obviously eco-friendly, as much as we can to keep things sustainable. Is the big plan, right? So let's go ahead and jump into it today. So what we're making today, we are making wild berry soap. So the goal with our soap is to fill up 6 pounds worth of soap molds. This is a brand new recipe. I calculated it this morning on Soap Calc. So if you guys are new to making soap, you need to be checking out Soap Calc, soapcalc.net. On there, that's where you put in all of your ingredients that you want to be adding, your sodium, hydroxide, and everything like that. I do have fans running in my house. We do have 2 cats, so I didn't want like the air ventilation not to be strong. So we're going to go ahead and mix our lye solution and then set it back here where I have a fan kind of pulling the air in an open window. So with the lye solution, you guys always use care and caution and know the instructions, okay? So with the lye solution, this is the lye solution I'll be using today. This sodium hydroxide, you can buy this on Amazon. This is where I happen to get this one because I could not find it anywhere local. I went to a store actually this morning and they did get some in, so always shop around because on Amazon I did pay about $14 per one of these and they were $5 locally. So if you are making soap, make sure you're shopping around and checking all of your prices and things like that. So what I have here is a designated plastic little container. It is labeled soap on each side and not for food at the ends. We are a huge popcorn eating family, so we are not going to be mixing any type of food in this product, okay? So what you're going to want to do, you're going to have a little scale and then your container for your lye solution, okay? So what you're going to want to do, we're doing everything in grams too, by the way, just so everybody knows. Okay, so this container is 130 grams. We're going to zero it out. All right, we're going to put on our gloves. We're still in the realm of COVID. And with that being said, I could not find like the food grade or medical grade plastic gloves at Walmart, at the dollar store, anywhere. So I just went with the purple leopard print here, which will be fine, absolutely fine. But yeah, with your lye solution, wear long sleeves, wear your gloves, wear eye protectant, which I do have, and you're also going to want to wear a mask, okay? So like I said, with COVID going on, you know, find gloves that will work. Any type of plastic glove, disposable glove will work. These ones are a little heavier, so these ones should hold up a little bit longer, but I do have to thoroughly clean them and set them aside in storage somewhere out of the way to dry and all of that. So I'll probably just rinse these off really good and then leave them outside to dry and then bring them in and keep them in a container on my porch for the next time. But yep, so let's go ahead and slide these on. They do suggest, regardless if you wear glasses, anytime, every time, whatever, every day, that you still wear a protectant glass over. So we're just following and abiding by the instructions. No matter how silly it looks, wear your protectant gear, okay? Because this is very serious. Make sure, like I said, you're in a well ventilated area, so that way your pets are not getting bothered. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to tell you guys what I'm going to do, because I'm going to have to put on my mask and it's probably going to be hard to understand. So here in my recipe, I'm going to be adding 453 grams of water, and then 302 grams of lye. Okay. All right, so that's what I'm going to be adding. This is a lye solution for 5 pounds of soap. Okay, and I have 6 pounds worth of molds here. So I'm just going to see exactly how I can stretch it, because these molds are slightly shorter height-wise, but they're slightly longer. So these are gonna make some nice little chunky bars of soap. So I'm just testing out this recipe, and then I will kind of, adjust and readjust moving forward. So, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add in our lye solution. we have our lye solution that is cooling. It's located right underneath the window, an open window, and I have a little like house fan kind of pointed like, so it's going up like out the window hopefully. Now, the danger with lye solution, you want to obviously use distilled water. Here I live out in a rural area in the country. We have well water. There are all different types of minerals in the well water that you don't necessarily want in your soap for purity and pH levels. So distilled water, you can get it for a few bucks at the dollar store. One huge container, I think that was $1.50. You want to use distilled water. That is a must. And you always want to make sure, even like I started off, you guys saw earlier in the video, I started off with a smaller glass container for the water. It wasn't big enough, obviously, for the recipe. I should have just started with the bigger one. I don't know why I didn't. But anyways, two very important things: distilled water, and when you have your sodium hydroxide, your lye measured, and your water measured, you never ever, it could be very, very dangerous if you were to take your lye and pour it into your water. The chemical reaction and the way those chemicals bind, you do not want the reaction happening that way. It's very dangerous. So what you always want to do is control the amount. The heat that rises off of the lye once it's activated is immediate, okay? There are a lot of different soap making methods where people will actually use natural oils in the lye solution. Once the lye solution is mixed and incorporated with your oils, it's evaporated and it's dissolved. But until that time period when it's incorporated and mixed in and then it evaporates out, there's no lye or there's no active lye in your soap remaining when you do it this way. So water pours into the lye solution very slowly, and then you can mix it in very lightly, very gently. You want to make sure that you have a sturdy, heavy duty, whatever, plastic container or a glass container to hold that in while it's cooling. Most soap recipes call for that to be around 120 degrees. It can get as low as like 85 degrees in turnout. So we're gonna aim for it to be around 110 degrees today. So while that is cooling, it's very, very hot right now. So what time is it? Okay, so probably around 5:30, it will be ready. So once that's ready, we'll mix it all in and we'll obviously pick right back up. But anyways, let's go ahead and measure out our oils, okay? So this is a natural soap. Like I said, the lye will no longer be in your soap once it's incorporated. You actually need lye in every soap recipe. That's how it solidifies. That's how it binds and creates the actual soap bars or whatever it is that you're making. All right, so let's go ahead and start measuring out some things.